Hello everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate about circular motion. In this I will demonstrate the concept of centripetal force. We all are aware with circular motion. We know different examples of circular motion. For example, wheels of a bicycle are in circular motion. Motion of a satellite around the earth is circular motion. Revolution of earth is a circular motion. Motion of hands of a clock is a circular motion. So what is circular motion? In case of circular motion, an object will revolve around a circular path. So let us look at the diagram of circular motion. Consider an object which is in circular motion. Uh, the path of the object will be like this along the circumference of the circle. Let O be the center of the circle. Uh, we are considering the object to be in moving in anti-clockwise sense. At point A, the velocity of the object will be in this direction, that is it will be tangential to this, and at point B the velocity will be in other direction. So in case of circular motion, the object will move along the circular path, but at every point the direction of the velocity will be different. Now for object to continue with its circular motion, there should be always some force which is acting on the object, and that force is called as the center seeking force. It is directed towards the center of the circle. This is also called as centripetal force. Now let us look at the demonstration. So I am showing you a ring and I have some marbles with me. Now I will keep this ring on the floor and I will keep the marble inside the ring. Now I am going to set this marble into rotation. So the marble will start its circular motion. You can observe the path of the marble, the way in which it is moving. So this type of motion is nothing but the circular motion. Now what we are going to do is that I am going to take another ring. The difference between this is that in this ring I have cut some portion of the ring, and I am going to keep the marble here in this ring, and I am going to set it into circular motion. Now the question is, after the marble will continue its circular motion after traveling this particular path, at this particular point, in which direction the marble will move. So let us try to understand this particular part. I am keeping this marble here and I am setting it into circular motion. You can observe the path the marble is going to take. Okay, so to explain you about this particular path, I will keep this scale, and we can just look at the path that the marble is going to follow. So you can observe here that the marble at the exit point, it travels along the straight line direction. Now why this is happening? So when the marble is continuing its circular motion, at that time there is always some centripetal force which is acting towards the center of the circle. Now at this particular point, at the exit point, when the marble is coming to this particular point, at that time there is no center seeking force which is acting on the marble, and according to Newton's second law, the change in direction of velocity will take place only if there is some external force acting on the object. So at this particular point, as there is no center seeking force, the marble will continue its motion in this particular direction. So it always travels in a direction which is tangential to that particular point. So we always show the motion of the velocity to be tangential to the selected particular point. So let us come back with this particular ring. We can try with the same demonstration for this ring also. I am keeping the marble here and I am going to set it into circular motion, and I will lift the ring at some point, and you can observe how the marble is going to move. So I have set the marble in circular motion, and now if I am lifting the ring, you can observe that the marble is again moving along the tangential direction. So this must be clear to you. Okay, so it is moving along the tangential direction. Go. So there are other examples also where we can observe that the velocity is always tangential to the circular path. So you must have experienced that if you take a stone and tie it to a string, and if you set that stone, if you whirl that particular stone, then if the string is released, the stone moves in a tangential direction. Or in case of a car which is moving along the circular track, there is a danger of skidding of the car if the necessary centripetal force is not provided by the force of friction. So these are the examples which can explain you the concept of centripetal force. Now there is a misconception among the students that they think that there is a centrifugal force which is responsible for the motion that is along the tangential direction. But there is no such force. Centrifugal force is a pseudo force. So centripetal force is the force which is not acting on the object, and that is the result that the objects are continuing with its straight line motion. So you can enjoy this particular demonstration. You can try it on your own also. This is very simple demonstration, and that will explain you about the concept of centripetal force. Thank you.